Hello everyone. In today's video, regardless of which family you come from, what your thoughts about money are, or how much income and financial wealth you have, we will learn together how to achieve a wealthy life. Rest assured, by applying this system, you can all take control of your own money. The path to becoming wealthy is actually much easier than you think. In fact, it fundamentally relates to identifying the barriers that prevent you from achieving financial wealth. As you overcome each barrier, you will gain more control over your money and move closer to your financial wealth more quickly. You know it, and I know it too. The biggest obstacles to becoming wealthy are our own financial perspectives. You might be thinking, I am not a financial expert. I have no skills or expertise in this area. How am I supposed to do all this? However, remember that our goal is not to become financial experts. Moreover, no one, including financial experts, wants to live their life under the control of specific tables in Excel. Just think about it, from morning to evening, sitting in front of the computer. I earned this, I spent that, put in 1 lira here, take out 2 lira there. Oh no, my tax has dropped this much this month. We cannot achieve this in any way by just sitting down and calculating day by day. Our goal is not to spend our days at the table as financial experts, friends. We have a single purpose: to design our wealthy life and to make money work for us, to live this wealthy life. So our goal here is to make money work for us with the system we have established. Just like our worker, money works for us, and we live our wealthy life with the money that comes in. So as you can understand from my sentence, it's not about waiting for money to come so I can live my wealthy life. Rather, it's about living my wealthy life while money works for me during that time and provides extra support for my rich life. Now let's simplify this. We will implement 5 strategies to make money work for us in our wealthy life. These are truly necessary and usable tools. 1. Using the money I just mentioned for our own wealthy life. I have been in the finance sector for years, and throughout this time, I have provided consultancy to many of my clients to help them design their own wealthy lives. The most important question to ask is this. I ask you, and you should ask yourself, what should your own wealthy life look like? One day you wake up in the morning and there is as much money in your bank account as you desire. From now on, you have no problems related to money. How would you spend that day? How would that week go? How would that month go? What would your monthly routines be? What would you have with that money in a year? What would be in your life design? What would you do when you wake up in the morning? What would you do at noon? What would you do in the afternoon? What would you do in the evening? Think about the details of your own wealthy life. The details of the details. The universe loves detail. And rest assured, every detail you visualize, even set aside the act of visualizing itself. If you write this beautifully, every detail you write, draw, or illustrate will surely come back to you. Please design your own wealthy life. While working with many people, I notice this. The most important thing they seek in their lives is more money, because they are working for more money, but when I ask, they have no vision of a wealthy life. Unfortunately, many of them have never even imagined a wealthy life for a single minute at any point in their lives. If you don't spend 10 or 20 minutes of your life envisioning what your wealthy life would look like and placing yourself in that life, how can that life ever come to be? Overall, the concept of wealth has very different definitions for everyone. Among these definitions, money occupies a very small but very important place. What is your definition of wealth? What do you understand by wealth? What do you need to have in order to feel rich? Please, realistically take out your notebook and paper, draw, write. I would be very happy if this happens when I wake up. So write down your life, your own destiny on paper by saying, if I have this every day, I will be very happy. If I live to this age, and if I have these things by my side until then, and if I can do these things with these people, I will be very happy. And do this, not with the feeling that you can never reach this money, but by truly thinking as if you have already achieved it, removing money as an obstacle in your mind. In fact, if you are married, I think both of you should do this exercise separately first. What are your spouse's expectations of a wealthy life with you? Work beautifully, each in your own way. We do this very well with our clients. In fact, this is the most miraculous, divine part of the work. Then come together side by side. Both of you should close your desires and together establish a shared vision of a wealthy life, because you are now married and now you have a mutual strength that goes beyond just your budget and their budget. You can design a stronger, more beautiful, wealthy life together. And within this design of a wealthy life, there will be pieces that both you and they desire. And for this, your motivation to work and your motivation to plan increase much faster. So, what is my wealthy life? We need to discuss what your wealthy life looks like. And what are the essentials in our wealthy life? When discussing your wealthy life, never use concepts that will limit each other or stifle imagination, because wealth is very different for everyone. A person feels rich only when they travel the world. A person feels rich when they own a home they love. Another person thinks completely independently of money and says, if I am not going to work, but instead working from home, and if I can take lunch to my children at school every noon, I believe that is wealth. Some think that if they can manage their garden, yard, or farm and cover all related expenses, and if they can earn enough money from it to meet their basic needs, then they are rich. So, no matter how extravagant your desires, needs, or visions of a wealthy life may be, give each other the freedom of this limitless possibility. It involves trusting each other in making money. Thus, more beautiful and powerful wealthy lives emerge from free individuals. Additionally, there is no negativity in a wealthy life. So in the design of a wealthy life, we do not concern ourselves with things we cannot do in planning a wealthy life. Couples should not overlook this while sitting side by side and designing their wealthy lives. When they approach each other with blame statements like, you spend too much, you save too little, or you don't earn as much as I do regarding everyday matters, discussing money automatically becomes a source of discomfort. If you are designing your wealthy life, talking about money should not be limiting, distressing, or damaging to the relationship. This is also the reason why we envision a wealthy life together. Whenever you create shared dreams and make joint plans as a couple, talking about money will become a way for you to get a little closer to your dream every day. This will go beyond limiting you and will lead to the emergence of your creativity and the skills necessary for you to become wealthy. Therefore, my advice is that couples should avoid these accusatory statements that will hold them back while designing their shared wealthy life. Remember, in the vision of a wealthy life, there is no turning off the open electricity, or there's no saving from the bakery, or there's no saving more money by choosing dish B instead of dish A. In short, there are no discussions or questions about 3 lira, 5 lira, or 100 lira. Having a vision of a wealthy life means thinking big and focusing on the bigger picture. It means making plans for this purpose. Please stop calculating 300 or 500 among yourselves. Don't get into a fight over 3 lira or 5 lira and let it pull your dreams and visions of a wealthy life backward. Instead, ask big questions, discuss big problems, uncover big money issues, Should we buy this property? Should we purchase this land? Should we invest in the stock market right now? Should we buy gold? Or should we invest this money in our personal development, like enrolling in this course? Should we buy this book? Hey, did you know there's a training like this? Let's all go there together. Let's apply this to our work. Should we enhance our business and our finances even more? Should we rent out part of our house? Should we build this house? Or should we do renovations again? You need to turn conversations about money, such as how to invest the money we earn from here, where to go together on the weekend, building the dreams of the house we imagined at the place we visit, and making plans together into the most delightful dish of your relationship. You need to be able to sit down and place it all on the table like a big dish, and enjoy eating it with a spoon. Talking about money should become this enjoyable. I see a couple is coming. The man's biggest complaint is that they leave the television plugged in. The computers are left plugged in, ma'am. That's how much electricity it consumes. How are we going to save on this? At that point, I immediately say, hold on, just stop. Our perspective shouldn't be like this. If we think small, we will live small. I'm not saying don't be frugal or don't save money, but that's not our main perspective. I say that if we get distracted by this, we will completely miss the big picture. In the big picture, there is truly living a wealthy life that suits us and aligns with our potential. First, we need to determine this. We need to identify the sub-items of our wealthy life. We need to establish the essentials. Reaching them is very important for us because if we are doomed to live below our own capacity, our own intellect, and our own standards, then we are actually living not a life, but a tragedy. And if we were foolish, it would be fine. We might not realize it. But if we are both intelligent and knowledgeable, and we see that we are living below our own standards and potential, it means a lifetime spent in misery. And no one truly deserves such a punishment. Because many of you imagine this. When I talk about the vision of a wealthy life, we work at our job for 30 years, then we retire, and then we live the life of our dreams. Let us not forget that the fundamental freedom in our wealthy lives, without exception, is to be able to retire before reaching the age of 60. Think about it this way. You work somewhere for 30 years, 35 years, and your money accumulates in one place. And then when you reach the ages of 57, 60, or 65, the government retires you, and your entire dream is built around retiring. So, think about our age right now. What will the concept of retirement look like? Maybe 30 years from now? With the money we have saved and the pensions we receive, which of our dreams will we be able to realize? As a generation that is aging collectively, when we save that money, will the Social Security institution be able to meet our illnesses and needs 30 years from now? And within this vision of a wealthy life, save money until you are 50 or 60 years old. Then, if you can retire, do so. And after that, do whatever you want without any restrictions. One of the most common points of the vision for a wealthy life is the concept of early retirement, because we cannot know whether the government will be able to meet our needs financially 30 years from now. We cannot determine what our needs will be. We do not know whether the state's social security system can meet these needs, even if the government performs perfectly in 30 years. And our financial needs are clear, we cannot guarantee that our health condition will provide us with the life we envision. That's why the idea of saving money for 30 years from today doesn't make any sense to me. That's why there is no idea in a wealthy life that says to save money for 30 years, retire at 50, and then live the life you want if your health or financial situation allows. A wealthy life is one that should be lived from this moment on, and should never be missed. And make sure that making designs to live your wealthy life, planning, developing appropriate behavior systems, cultivating habits, talking about money, discussing money with happiness, and feeling joy instead of panic when you see money opportunities. These are all part of your wealthy life. And as I said, you should start from this moment. I believe that when you understand money, you will love it more. Because you will realize that through these questions, You will be using your money to live your wealthy life today. Tomorrow it will open all the doors in front of you for a wealthier life. That's why loving money is truly a wonderful thing. Loving money will motivate you for new wealthy lives. So, what I ask of you is to please design your own wealthy life. Be very specific about this. Dive into the details. Write down your day, your week, your month, everything in your dreams. Visualize everything if necessary. Create a vision. Look at the photos, draw inspiration, make your plans. Please take flight. Don't be ashamed of your dreams. Don't feel constrained when expressing them. Instead, tell this with pride, write it. With confidence, please take the time to design your wealthy life